So Chelsea hadn't beaten Brentford at home for the last 3 seasons. So what do they need? They need a bit of the Max Factor. So I attended and I witnessed Chelsea 2, Brentford 1. So let's get into it. Guys, I'm taking the credit for this victory. It's difficult these days to get a ticket at Stamford Bridge, especially at the league games. I've been to a few cup games this season. Every time I won a league game as a member, it's sold out, so I can't get it. But thanks to somebody who sorted me out with a ticket today, so I was able to go to this game and watch us in the flesh. And it was, typical Chelsea game. We played well in some moments, gave us a bit of a scare as always, but supporting Chelsea throughout the years, what is it like without a nail biter at Chelsea? So I'm used to having to sort of hang on for the last few minutes, and today we had to do that. But this is a good Brentford side, a bogey side of ours. We haven't beaten this team, as I said before, at Stamford Bridge for 3 years. Strangely enough, we've never lost at their stadium. We've drawn 2 and won 2, but we've never actually lost a game when we've played at their stadium. But they seem to have the hoodoo over us when it comes to playing at Stamford Bridge. They remind me of West Bromwich Albion when we used to play them back in the day. They used to always give us a bit of trouble. So. Yeah, Brentford. So, and it was Man City having lost. I was on the train 1-0 at Man City. When I got to Stamford Bridge, I realised that they wanted Man United scored 2 late goals, and it was 2-1. And with my voice has gone. Sorry, doing a lot of singing today, and so that's why I got a bit hoarse. And obviously with Arsenal and Liverpool both drawing, Chelsea had to capitalise, and this was, the pressure was on us to try and produce a result, and that's why I thought, and as I said, against Brentford, the Bogey team, yes, I thought this was going to be a slip. But I wasn't confident coming into this game, but again, we passed yet another test, and this team are passing all the tests which are being put in front of them. And some noticeable performances. For me, I think they gave the man of the match for Sancho. Sancho was good, but once again, if anyone hasn't seen Caicedo in the flesh, they got to go and see him. They won't appreciate this guy until they see him in the flesh. He covers a lot of ground, strong in the tackle, good in possession of the ball. So for me, once again, 110 million or 50 million pound well spent. And he was my standout performer. I need to watch it again on the big screen, to see what other players stood out. But he was good. I thought Enzo was good as well. He showed a lot of physicality. A lot of people said he's not physical enough, but he's a tough as nuts Argentinian. He showed a lot of physicality because Brentford are a physical side. They make it difficult for you, and they're well organised at the back. At first, I thought it was going to be one of those days because we were creating quite a few chances, but their goalkeeper was putting off saves, and our final ball wasn't at it. But this is a different Chelsea. Last season, we lose or draw this game, but we kept on, and it was Cucurella, one of the shortest guys on the pitch. Great cross coming in, and Cucurella on the end of the cross to header it in 38th minute, I think it was, just before half-time. Right time to score. And so we go in at half-time on 1-0 up. Second half, again, Brentford came out a bit stronger, I thought, in that second half, and it was... They had a couple of chances, and Sanchez, who I'd been criticising, I think he had one ball in the first half which he let roll over his feet. But to be fair to Sanchez, he was okay today because Brentford were putting a lot of crosses. He was plucking the crosses out of the air, so he was quite well. And that save he did, I think it was at 1-0 still, where he... Was it 1-0 or 2-0? We tipped it over the bar. Fantastic save. I think we had another couple of scary moments before we finally scored that second goal. And it was Nicholas Jackson. He wasn't having the best of games. And I just turned around to the guy next to me and I said, this looks like the Nicholas Jackson that we first bought at the beginning of the last season. He's not, and I think he missed the chance to put us 2-0 up after a great move, waltzing run by Cole Palmer. Again, if you haven't seen him in the flesh yet, go and see this guy. He's amazing. Done a great run. Laid it on the plate for Jackson. Jackson just miscued his shot, and he was not. A lot of things were just not bouncing off him. He was finding it difficult against the Brentford defenders, and I said, "Oh, we get into Nicholas Jackson that we bought at the beginning of last season." Just as I said that, through ball, Jackson's on the run, and a great finish by Jackson, to be fair. So perhaps I should start criticising our players a little bit more, and hopefully that would wake them up. And so he scored to make it 2-0. And at that point, I thought we were quite comfortable, and I thought, you know what, just see the game out, and that'll be it. But typical Chelsea style, we give away. I thought the referee was a bit shocking today, because I thought there was. I have to watch it again, because they were getting a lot of the fouls. They'd been given a lot of fouls, and when their players came in a bit robustly, I don't think the referee was as lenient with our players as he was with theirs. I did think our guy was knocked off the ball, but again, I said I've got to see it again. But the pace by Mbema, when you see that guy, and good finish as well, 2-1, and game on. And we're all waiting with bated breath to see how long the referee was going to put on. 7 minutes, and it was just a gasp. And I was really nervous. I thought, is it going to be one of those days where we let a 2-0 lead slip? Thinking last year against, was it Burnley who got relegated? Burnley, we let 2 goals slip from. I think it was Burnley. But I was really nervous. But those 7 minutes, I thought they'll take ages to go by, but they didn't take that long to go by, and we've managed to see the game out and get one hurdle over the line. I said, because this was the one I was worried about more than, say, the Tottenham game, more than the Aston Villa game. It was this Brentford tie, but we've overcome, and so onwards and upwards we're moving on, and as we carry on playing, getting these results, the confidence is there. I'm thinking of Arsenal a couple of years ago when no one gave them a chance, and yet they didn't win it, but they came close. So can this team come close? Or can we dream? Can we actually win it? Tottenham won 5-0 today. I think they play Liverpool next. Hopefully they'll have a bit of confidence going into that game. And we may be top by Christmas. We may be. But as I said, I don't like to get carried away. I've never got carried away. And I still think there's a lot of work to be done between now and the end of the season. But guys, let's keep dreaming. Let's keep dreaming, and let's keep cheering these boys on, because they are growing, they're maturing, and we didn't even have, some of our players weren't fit today. We had Neto suspended. We had João Felix. He was injured, and so our bench was youthful. Good to see Achampong on the bench as well this time. George was on the bench, so it's good to see these young players getting involved in the games as well. So guys, are you excited? Can we do it? Do you think we can do it? Stick your comments in the section below, and what do you think about the game today? Put your comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. So take care, have a great week. I know I will.